Hello everyone, my name is Z5574728. So today I'm going to presenting in China with a focus on how its cultural characteristics shape the negotiation styles. China, located in East Asia for a long time, China was the most populous country in the world. But now it is the second most populous country, and it's the second largest economy globally. Beyond that, it has a rich and complex culture which is deeply rooted in Confucian values. In Chinese business culture, relationships and trust are significant. Any misunderstandings of these cultural cues can lead to breakdowns, miscommunication, or significant delays. According to Maya, Chinese culture is high context, meaning that communication relies heavily on non-verbal cues, direct feedback, and shared understanding. The culture is also hierarchical. People tend to seek consensus, but through implicit, subtle forms of agreement. Moreover, relationships matter more than the actual contract. In other words, trust is often more binding than paper. In addition, time is viewed linearly, but with a long-term orientation. Building on those values, we can see how culture deeply influences negotiation. Chinese negotiators value harmony and collectivism. Communication is indirect and context-sensitive, meaning messages are often read between the lines. Meanwhile, negotiation is rarely transactional. Instead, it's a relationship-first, long-term process, and it is highlighted that establishing trust through guanxi, personal networks, and mutual obligations is critical. And China also depicts high-power distance, where deference to authority shapes the negotiation dynamics. When we contrast this with Australian culture, the differences are obvious. Australian is a low-context culture. People tend to speak plainly, and directness is valued. It's individualistic, places no places low emphasis on hierarchy, and tend to be more short-term focused. Australians have a no-worries culture, where informal, egalitarian interactions dominate, even in business settings. In negotiations, these cultural differences can lead to mismatches in, in expectations, behavior, and outcomes. So let's explore three key phases in negotiation: differentiation, exploration, and exchange. In differentiation, Chinese negotiators imply issues subtly and share information selectively. In exploration, proposals are indirectly spoken out. Also, people usually focus on mutual benefits, silence and reflection on the sides of awkwardness, and they are actually important tools for thinking and processing ideas. In the exchange phase, things like trust, face-saving, and similarity play a big role in shaping the final decisions. So how do we navigate these cultural gaps? Here's a simple action plan based on the differentiation, exploration, and exchange stages. In the in the differentiation stage, start by building trust. Don't jump straight into business. Avoid being too direct or asking tough questions too early. Always show respect for the hierarchy. During exploration, take your time presenting ideas. Watch for body language and tone. You can say more than words. Focus on what both sides can gain, not just your own precision. In the exchange phase, avoid disagreeing in front of others. It's important to protect the other party's face. If you need to say something critical, do it creatively or find a softer way to say it. These steps are not only practical but also culturally respectful. They can really help improve your chance of reaching a successful agreement in Chinese business settings. The last one is key takeaways. This analysis has given us key implications on how to negotiate under a cross-cultural context in China. First, we need to build trust before doing business. We also need to avoid direct questioning or criticism while respect hierarchy. Meanwhile, we should not forget to present ideas with patience and protect faith of both parties. By applying this, we can develop more meaningful and successful partnerships. And this is my references. Thank you.